welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we are going to be talking about Instagram Reels, okay? I know I already kind of touched on this topic a little bit, but I really want to dive into Instagram Reels, like in general, and also give you kind of tips or ideas that you can start implementing and start on Instagram Reels, because they are just so huge right now, and I think they're really valuable for growing your account and then in turn growing your business. So the first thing is, what are Instagram Reels? Just in case you're not familiar with them. Kind of recently-ish, Instagram kind of announced that they are no longer a photo sharing app, which basically means they're going to be promoting more video content or Reels with their algorithm. So all the algorithm is doing is sharing more videos than pictures like it originally had. So I have an entire video dedicated to that. When Instagram came out with that it's no longer a photo sharing app, I have a whole video about that. I will link down below if you want to check it out. I kind of talk about what the algorithm means, like what you need to do as a photographer. I briefly mentioned some Reels ideas in there, but this video is going to go a little bit deeper than that. But basically, Instagram Reels is how Instagram is competing with TikTok. Like, let's be real. It's pretty much the same as TikTok, but it's Instagram's version of it, because TikTok is like all the rave. It grew so much, and I'm pretty sure Facebook tried to buy TikTok, but they wouldn't sell, so then they just created their own. Okay. I also think TikTok, marketing on TikTok, having a TikTok account could be like a whole separate video. Maybe I'll make that eventually. I'm not like super big on TikTok, but I do have one. So, I mean, I know this video is about Instagram Reels, but just go ahead and make like a TikTok account with your name. Like, just make the TikTok account. You don't have to get on it. You don't have to post on it. Just make it now, because you never know with all of these like social media trends. So I mentioned that Reels is kind of Instagram's way of competing with TikTok, but they are still like pretty distinctly different platforms. So we're gonna quickly go over the difference between Instagram Reels and TikToks. To be completely honest, I prefer making TikToks over making Instagram Reels, which you can say like it's basically the same thing, and it is to an extent, but I'll get more into that. The reason I prefer to make TikToks versus Instagram Reels is that TikTok has a more real vibe and Instagram has a more curated vibe. On TikTok, it's more informal. Everybody is shooting on their phones, like not the greatest lighting in every situation, and more like polished, high quality videos kind of stick out like a sore thumb on TikTok. And to be honest, I always scroll past those. Like, companies are trying to promote and run ads on TikTok, but if it looks too high quality, it's clearly an ad. Like, that's what my mind goes, and that's where a lot of TikTok users' minds go as well. So TikTok is a lot more informal. You can make them really quickly. You have to keep up with the trends pretty regularly because trends come and go like that. But on the other hand, Instagram is more curated, high quality, polished, put together. You want more high quality imagery, video. Like, it's not as informal as TikTok. I'm not saying you have to have like a super fancy camera set up to be successful on Instagram Reels, but you need to be conscious of lighting. Like, I have scrolled through Instagram Reels and the lighting is always great. It's kind of like influencer vibes, and a little bit like YouTube to an extent. YouTube, if you don't have a really high quality video, you do kind of stick out. So I say all of that to say, in my experience using Instagram, like doing Instagram Reels, is that the videos that I post, the Reels that I post that have higher quality images, like if I do a slideshow or just like higher quality looking video, they tend to perform better than like the random ones that I make and do pretty well on TikTok. And I'm a smaller account, so it's not like some people, you can post anything you want. You can do any kind of lighting, any kind of content, high quality, low quality, whatever you want. and you'll probably get a lot of views and engagement with it. I'm a small account. I'm less than 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is like insane. So I've seen the most growth with Instagram Reels. I'm getting ahead of myself, but still, I think the value that I bring as being a smaller account is I can really see the kinds of content that I get the most engagement on. And I have videos that have over 3,000 views and some reels, and they're all of like wedding photos. So like it's high quality, and the reels that I engage with that's suggested to me on the Instagram page is all very highly curated. You might be thinking, why do I need to do Instagram Reels as a photographer? Whether you're in weddings, family photography, senior portraits, whatever, why do I need to do Reels? And I'll tell you. I personally am primarily a wedding photographer, so I have like pretty consistent content, and I mentioned before, I'm a smaller account on Instagram, but I have seen the quickest growth of my page and more visibility using Reels than I ever have with just posting images. So if you didn't already know this, I am a wedding photographer, but I'm also in digital marketing, like as my day job, and I work with other brands and e-commerce businesses, and part of it is doing their social media, and I've also seen the biggest growth and exposure and visibility through Instagram Reels on that front as well. So I've seen it in both places, so I know 100% Instagram Reels works. So if you're on the fence about this, like just start doing Instagram Reels. Instagram's promoting them. They're being seen by the algorithm, and if you want to grow your account and or your business, like you have to jump on this Reels train now. Right now, it's really easy to get more visibility on your Reels because it's so new, and you want to be an early adopter on these. Like with TikTok, if I would have joined a year ago, who knows where I would have been, right? Same with YouTube. YouTube, like way back in the day, you post one video and it goes viral. Like it was so easy to go viral, like OG days of YouTube. Now it's a lot harder. You have to post consistently. You have to have high quality videos, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. That's how I view TikTok. That's how I view Instagram Reels. Hop on the train now and you won't regret it, because this is where it's going. This Instagram is promoting Reels over images. So if you want this growth and you're a photographer, you want to grow your account, you need to be doing Instagram Reels. But luckily for you, it doesn't have to be this big scary thing. You don't have to do the little dances like on TikTok. I'm going to show you and put in some examples of Reels that you can start doing as a photographer today, and that I've also implemented as a wedding photographer. So there are different kinds of Reels that you can do as a photographer, and I just want to give like a couple examples of things that you can start today, or at least kind of get your mind and creativity rolling, and you can come up with your own ideas. Please share them in the comments down below. If you have any better ideas or cool ideas or unique ideas, please leave them down in the comments. We're all here to just help each other out. But these are Reels that I've seen, and I'm gonna mix it up. So sometimes it's intimidating to be on camera, so I will also give some ideas and Reels if you don't want your face in front of your camera. If you just want to show your photos or whatever, I'm gonna give you some ideas as well. But first, I want to start out with putting yourself out there. I always think it's so awkward, like posting videos of myself, especially if you're doing like the lip sync ones or whatever. It's weird. It's weird, okay? But I would encourage you to try and put yourself out there. You can do that in a couple different ways. I'm not saying do the TikTok dances, not saying that at all. But if you want to go use your phone or a camera or something like that, and you can give wedding day tips, you can give photography tips, or like my idea, something that I'm going to create, so you can steal it if you want. Something like, hey, bridesmaids, when you are, like, make sure you hold your bouquet down here instead of up here. This has better pictures, this doesn't. So you can create complete, like, educational content to put out there that people will find useful and really easy for you to make. It's not super embarrassing, you're being helpful. You can give that kind of photography tips. You can say like, this is how I style my flat lays with like invitation suites. You can say this is how I pose a family with a dog or something. You can just take those kinds of videos and kind of educate people. So you can educate people on your actual photography, but you can also educate, like for me in the wedding biz, like the bouquet thing, or, you know, wedding day tip, have a last dance. While everybody's going to get the sparklers set up, like you and your husband or wife stay behind and do a first dance. Here's some pictures that I've taken from that. Or, hey, here is a cool send-off idea that's not sparklers. Pictures of banners, bubbles, like whatever cool ideas that you have on wedding day. Couples find that really, really useful. So if you have any tips or education, that can go in making a reel. Again, I mean, just find a window or lighting. You're a photographer, you can figure it out, and take a video on your phone saying all of those things, post it on Reels. One thing I do want to mention with Reels, this is also kind of a difference between Reels and TikToks, is you can select a cover page for your Reels and share them on your feed. So you never have to worry about the cohesiveness of your feed. I actually did a whole video about how to have a consistent feed in Instagram. I will also link that down below. But you can add cover photos from your like camera roll. So Lightroom, from a wedding that I edited can be my cover photo, so my feed still looks nice and nice and consistent. I wanted to say cohesive and consistent at the same time. You get what I'm saying. So let's say you take this video, you're telling, hey, here's some like really cool send-off ideas that aren't sparklers. You blah, 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 you say all the ones, ribbons, bubbles, lanterns, a spirit tunnel, whatever, and you post it. You can choose a cover photo that is a picture of a sparkler exit, like to be ironic, or just like a different kind of exit. So when you post it onto your feed, it's all I keep trying to say coherent and consistent together. It all looks the same, okay? It all looks the same. You can do that. And so you don't have to sacrifice your feed, and it won't just be like your face over your entire feed talking to your camera. I just wanted to add that little note in, but we shall continue. Let's talk about trends. This can be Reels trends, but let's be real, no pun intended. They're mostly from TikTok. You can find all the TikTok trends and songs on your Instagram, and you really need to make sure you're keeping up with the trends. And sometimes that means being in front of your camera. Sometimes it means not being in front of your camera. So as I'm filming this right now, there is one trend that is going around saying, hi, I'm a photographer. I took this picture. That's it, thank you. You don't have to be in front of the camera mouthing that. You can literally put a picture of yourself, picture of a picture you took, and that's it. You don't have to be in front of the camera. I will insert examples as I'm talking, but I did one trend on TikTok that I later shared to my Instagram Reels. There is this one where it's like, it's a hard knock life for us. That song from Annie. So you go, you pretend to shake, you go out, you pretend to shake, you go out, you get it. I did that and it did really well on TikTok, and I'll explain why I didn't do that well on Reels. So I did that trend, and you just have to find the trends and relate it back to photography or something that you find funny. You shouldn't necessarily only focus on photography unless it's a photography page. Mine's my personal page. So find the trends that are on TikTok and try and do them yourself. Again, I said before, there are some that you can be in front of the camera, but there's some that you don't have to be. So just keep an eye out for those. If you see like the same sound coming up over and over again on your Reels, figure out something that you can do with that sound. Another Reels idea is showing your editing. So before and after, or like you can do voiceover work of like, here's how I edit a photo, and just do it in like a really quick motion. There's a lot of videos out there where it's like before the editing and there's like a pop and then it goes to the edited version. You don't have to be in front of your camera for those. You can just put in how you edit a photo before and after. I think it's also important, not just because it's content, but I think it's important to share editing processes with people, because I don't think people truly understand like how long it takes to edit, and like why editing is necessary, and why it's a lot, like photography and running this business is so much more than just taking photos. Like the editing process for me takes the most amount of time. I think it's important. I love showing before or after editing, my editing process, etc., because I think people can really see what it's like, and I think it's really beneficial. So that is another idea that you can do that is, you don't have to be in front of your camera. So here's the one we all know and love, and the one that I have seen the most success and growth on and engagement on my Reels, an image slideshow. So what I will do on wedding day, I will take my phone and I will just film random bits of the day. I will film them at the altar, you know, taking pictures. You film them at the altar for a little bit, you put your phone away, you take pictures. You do like this around the venue a couple times, you put your phone away. So I just take like little snapshots throughout the day, little videos. I can compile them or just use one, and then I add a slideshow of my photos after that. I don't know why. I also use a trending song or a song I like, but if you use like a more trending song, I do think it gets more visibility. I don't know why, but people love it. That I have my highest viewed video is one like that. And yeah, people love seeing it. So another great and easy way to not be in front of your camera. You could also, what I've seen other people do is set your phone somewhere. Like let's say you're doing an engagement session, set your phone to film you, like posing them and like photographing them. You could show that whole process, and then a slideshow of their engagement sessions, like fully edited, right? Like a couple photos in a slideshow. So there's a lot of things, a lot of cool ideas that you could do with this. But I will say, as a photographer, the image slideshows, for me, they perform the best, and I think that it's really easy, simple thing to do, a quick slideshow. You don't have to get in front of your camera. You can do it at any time. And I would encourage you, if you are starting with Reels, to start there, because it's a great practice of, you know, learning the popular sounds and stuff like that. I just think really easy place to start. And the last kind of tip that I'll give, or idea for a Reel, is showcase things in your life. If you are traveling, do like a little travel vlog. Just take little snippets of like video as you're traveling. Do an image slideshow of cool places you've been, of like your kids, or, you know, just get creative with it, because I think as photographers, especially in the wedding space, people are looking for a connection. And for me and my business, personally, I guess, insert my opinion here, I want to connect with my couples, and I want them to connect with me. I want to feel like we've been best friends forever. So I want them to see my life. I want to invite them into my life, because that's how I think I can best serve them. And obviously, I'm in love with every single couple that I've shot. I love all of them. I wish them nothing but the best. But I think it's great to showcase things in your life that you love, just to have people connect with you. They have a connection. It's more than just a business transaction at that point. And I think people like to see you behind your business as well, your personality, because you are what makes your business different. There's so many wedding photographers in the world, in my area, in my city, so many. But the thing that makes me different is me. That's it. I'm different. That sounds weird, but like my personality is what makes me different. My connection with people is what makes me different. So I want to make sure people find that connection with me and share more of my life. So I have some of our West Coast trip. I have that on my Reels. I'm going to be sharing more, because I have not shared a lot of that on my Reels. Just like traveling things that you do, productive day in my life, just like showing you working at a coffee shop, or, editing something, like just behind the scenes of you, or just showcasing what you love. Like I said, traveling, your kids, your pets. I have a lot of pictures of my dogs. I could just make a whole reel about how cute they are because they're the cutest dogs in the entire world. So I would encourage you, yes, do things for your business, but also try and connect and kind of give people a glimpse of who you are too. So I've given you a lot of great ideas that you can start running with today, but I do want to leave you with something, like a huge don't. Don't do this. I mean, there's do's and don'ts of Instagram Reels or like TikToks, but I would find this to be the biggest don't. All I'm thinking of right now is recall, no, don't. So the big don't is don't make videos on TikTok and then share them on Reels with the TikTok logo, and vice versa. Don't make something on Instagram and share it on TikTok with the Instagram logo on your videos. Why? I originally heard this from someone who said that the algorithm can detect that logo and not promote your video, and I didn't believe them. So if you go on my Instagram account right now, you will see videos that I made on TikTok and posted on my Reels, and you might also notice that they do not perform as well as the ones I make on Instagram. So at first I didn't believe it, so I just did it anyway. But now I believe it. I think it's true. I think it's real. I don't know how. I can't like 100% confirm like the algorithm detects it and doesn't promote it. But all I will say is I have tried it, and the videos that have the TikTok logo on my Instagram Reels just don't perform as well. You could argue that they're not as good, and you might be fair in that assumption. All I'm saying is try and make the video for TikTok and make the video for Instagram Reels. Like download it without the logo or crop out the logo, or just like make it on an external place. Just don't have the logos if you want to share in between those two. If you want to make TikTok, share them on Instagram. Make Reels, share them on TikTok. Like, try and keep it separated, people. Okay? Not saying it's true, but I'm just saying it's very, very coincidental. But with all of that being said, that is where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Excuse me while I choke on air. If you found this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!